Welcome to another daily roundup of Russian Telegram chatter. Your like and subscribe to my channel would really be appreciated. Subscription is free and it only takes a moment of your time. I monitor and translate Russian Telegram chat channels as a general mood check, so you don't have to. Remember, please do your own research and be wary of propaganda and disinformation, which occurs frequently in Russian chat, especially when there is bad news for Russians concerning the country's illegal and genocidal war in Ukraine. The images used in the video are for illustration purposes only. They do not necessarily represent the issues or translations. And finally, please note, the chat is unverified and I do not endorse the views expressed. Right, let's get on with it. On Telegram today, everyone went to the SVO. A colony in the Urals may close due to a lack of prisoners, local media reported, citing FSIN employees. Currently, there are only 15 convicts left in IK-59 in Kamensk-Uralsky. All the rest have gone to serve. After earning billions from Russian oligarchs and Putin's wealth, Switzerland has banned banks from using alternatives to SWIFT. The new measures will come into force on October 17th. They will affect Russia's energy, trade, and financial sectors. The materials do not directly indicate a ban on the use of the central bank of the Russian Federation's financial messaging system, but restrictions against it were introduced earlier. Putin has no health problems, Peskov reminded. He regularly undergoes examinations at the Central Psychiatry Clinical Hospital as a routine medical examination, the presidential press secretary assured. Putin himself said that he regularly goes to the hospital for his piles, and doctors recommend that he get vaccinated with domestic Sputnik vaccines. Almost 70% of the cost of gasoline is taxes, according to calculations by analysts at the center under the Russian government. For example, when filling up for 2,500 rubles, more than 1.7 thousand rubles will go to the budget. The websites of the Russian Ministry of Internal Affairs, its main departments, and the State Traffic Safety Inspectorate became inaccessible on Tuesday evening and remain blocked to this day. The websites do not load on at least 3 providers. According to media reports, the resources were subject to a cyber attack. Lay's chips with black caviar flavor have arrived at Pyaterochka. The new product costs 189 rubles. The company previously released chips with sparkling wine and red caviar flavors, and now Russians will be able to set a chip New Year's table. US company PepsiCo has proudly sponsored the war in Ukraine since February 2022. The central bank said that inflation will return to 4% by tightening monetary conditions. This will require either raising the key rate again or keeping it high for a long time. Economic growth slowed in the third quarter while demand remained high. Lending growth rates have not decreased either. They are still significantly higher than those that are consistent with the slowdown in inflation. Reality check. They also said this in 2022 to happen in 2023. They said this projection again in 2023 for 2024. Now, Russian economists predict the base rate rising to 25% before Christmas 2024. These propaganda idiots, when will they be fired? In Stavropol, a priest suggested taking away toilet paper from quad bikes so that they, like animals, lick their asses with their tongues. He also advised parents to take quad bikes to vets instead of doctors. The Pope praises these Orthodox clowns. The religious fraternity supports Putin too. Residents of Kazan have been advised not to show up in the city in old cars so as not to spoil the impression of the BRICS summit participants. The summit will be held in Kazan from October 22nd to 24th, and the heads of 24 countries are expected to take part in it. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I also leave comments open for feedback, which I really appreciate. You can view my original posts in much more detail on Twitter. Follow me at beefeater_fella. My research threads also include full references and sources to speed up your own research. Did you know that I also provide daily updates and deep dive research videos on a range of interesting subjects including economics, geopolitics, sanctions, sanctions circumventions, fossil fuel updates, and much more. If you are able to support me with a coffee or subscription on Patreon, I do provide links in the description of the video. I really appreciate all the support I can get towards my research, equipment, and publication costs. Thank you. To those who have supported me on Patreon or buy me a coffee, you are simply awesome. Your regular support is really appreciated. Remember, folks, the YouTube edition of my Russian Telegram chat translations is released every night at midnight UK time. Have a great day. I look forward to your next visit.